Hey.
I thought the moon was made of cheese.
It's dangerous to be standing out in the open.
Don't forget to pick up your child's Nuka Sheriff Star after today's Wild West Stunt Show performance. Yeehaw!
Guns, hats, and horse? My kind of place.
So, what was a horse anyway? Some kind of big
You're
dog you could ride
welcome
on?
at Doc Phosphates anytime.
Nuka World is proud to be the only East Coast location serving Nuka-Cola Quartz and Nuka-Cola Victory. Try one today!
A word of advice, boss. You don't want to be on a bad side.
Thirsty? Head over to Doc Phosphate's Saloon in Dry Rock Gulch to purchase an ice-cold Nuka-Cola Wild.
Are you alright? That looks bad.
We gonna get some kind of liquor ration for watching this place? Because I'm not sure I can do this sober. Was on sentry duty the other night. Spotted a pair of disciples even now.
Boss, someone's coming through the gauntlet. Go see French. He'll tell you what to do. Sure could use a drink. Gotta be some liquor around here somewhere.
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them speak to know they weren't born into this life.
Any minute now. Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it! This place is amazing, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess it is pretty impressive.
It sure is. You can just imagine the children, smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
Oh, yeah. The Nuka-Cola Museum. Everyone's heard of that.
All right. So it's not that well known. Thanks for trying to spare my feelings anyway. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've got to get back to my search.
I could help you out if you want.
Oh, no thanks. I kind of need to keep this a secret. It's really important to me, and I just don't know you very well.
I'll keep your secret. You can trust me.
Well... okay. To be honest, I'm so excited I can barely keep it in. It'll be a relief to finally tell someone. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with this stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And oh my gosh. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Bradburton. I remember that name. He was the guy who invented Nuka-Cola, right?
Exactly! Wow, not a lot of people know that. At least not anymore. So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office is the original Nuka-Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
Sure, why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my Cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden Cappies. Just track down the clues and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, how high were they when they built this place?
Hi there!
Things will get better. One day.
You a sheep or a wolf? Because the pack only runs with wolves.
There's some bad jobs here, but cleaning up the pack's hideout is the worst. Damn.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other. Mags and William are strict as far as bosses go. But if you can do the job, they'll take care of you.
Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to claim Nuka World. I mean, he had us. Don't need the rest.
Pack act like rabid animals. Ought to be dealt with the same way.
Hey there.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Don't worry. Your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Stink bombs. Lovely.
Just give them a try first, Overboss. I think you'll enjoy the results. Here, only had enough to make the one locally, but you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here, ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot,
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
I thought about trying my hand at Gauntlet just to see if I could do it. Waste of time now. No one's topping your performance.
Hey.
How many? New service.
Aren't just ferals someone threw in stupid outfits. Certainly smell the part. You ain't gonna back him, right?
Hey.
Hey, something I can do for you?
I'm here for your land. You should leave while you can still walk.
What? That all you got? Threats? How about you buzz off?
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna... Fine, take it. Place is all yours.
Hey, you.
Not gonna bother you, all right? Land's yours, okay? I'm going. Jerk.
Yeah, I'm thinking this place'll do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let him know how it went.
Hey, Shank.
Well. Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, Or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. Joint called Nordhagen Beach, I think, is close enough to work. Could be a good target, though I'd need to check my notes, of course. So, where do you want to hit? Huh. Was that... Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Don't you ever question me.
Just wanted to make sure. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Tools from the operators could also make your life easier. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option. Claiming the airwaves. Building a Nuka World radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. Plenty of ways for you to skin this cat. Have fun.
Don't eye the Brahmin if you got any sense.
Dangerous world out there. Good.
You're all a bunch of psychopaths, and I love you for it. This is Raider Radio, and it's for you. I have a note here from Mags to Mason. Flaming bags of shit. That the best you can do? Okay, I'm sorry, but that's funny. Stupid as hell, but funny. This next one, I've been hearing some shit that I ripped this off or whatever. That's bullshit, man. It ain't true. I wrote this. I swear it. Red-Eye original, you could say.
Hey, you.
I guess you're from one of the vaults, huh?
Just some raiders with a radio station. Nothing to be afraid of. What can I do for you?
This place is gonna start giving me and my gang in Nuka World a cut of everything you grow, make, or find under the damn couch cushions. Understand?
That's not happening, okay? Now, if you wouldn't mind.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. Now, please, get the hell out of here.
Sounds like they're gonna tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our...
Shank.
Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
What can you tell me about this gang?
Not a whole lot. Our scout said the boss calls himself Sinner. Claims to have a decent-sized crew ready to take what we stole fair and square. Suppose he just needs to learn who his betters are. So, are you and I of the same mind on how that ought to get done?
I want to try talking to them.
So that's a no then. Look, boss. Your clout may get you what you want around here, but that doesn't earn you a thing with raiders in the Commonwealth. All those mutts understand is force, and I think it's time you and them came to just such an understanding. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Hey.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
No shortage of suckers in the Commonwealth. Makes life easy, so long as you're careful.